when she does that thing, she goes, hello to love. I can't do the way she does it. Hi-oh, it's me, Io, the Popcorn Philosopher. Welcome back to my channel, you guys. Welcome, 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 fellow aliens and fellow philosophers. It's me. Wow. A Muppet. A different Muppet. Or at least a Muppet in a different place. I don't know. Muppet Takes Manhattan.
He's hot. What was that?
Or Muppet Takes California. I'm in California, basically. A different couch. Actually, I don't know which video is going up first, this or the Tori Amos video. So maybe you've seen this couch already. But I didn't explain in that video all the changes that are going to be happening to the channel. Last time I filmed, I was not doing so well. I think I wasn't taking care of myself, and I had gotten really depressed. And I just needed to come home, basically. That was the big thing. So basically I came home to California. That's where I'm at right now. And there will be changes. For one thing, new camera. Let me know how it looks. But also there'll be a lot more videos coming out. It was very, very difficult to film when I was traveling so much. So now that I won't be traveling quite as much, there'll be a lot more videos. At least that's what I'm hoping. I'm aiming for 2 videos a week. Right now, I'm lucky if I get 1. Actually, there's been an issue with uploading as well. The last Prince video I tried to post took me almost 2 weeks to actually finally upload it. So the last Prince video that you saw actually was ready 2 weeks before I posted it. So hopefully we'll be seeing each other a lot more often. Also, there'll be a lot less couches. I mean, we've seen a good number of couches over the last few months. The couch industry is quaking. Anyway, today I'm excited to say we're going to be listening to our very first Kate Bush album on this channel. I'm so excited because we've just been listening to the demos. We've listened to quite a few of her pre-album demos. If you want to see those and you haven't seen them, I'll have those linked down below in the description box. But we are on to listening to her debut album, The Kickin' Side, from 1978. So let's get to it. Let's stop talking and let's start listening. The first song on The Kickin' Side is a song called Moving. Whale sounds? Dolphin sounds. I can't tell.
Moving stranger, does it really matter?
Oh, I like the way her voice comes
You're not afraid to feel. Touch me, hold me, how my open arms ache. Try to fall for me. How I move, how you move me. With your beauty's potency, give me life, please don't let me go. You crush the lily in my
Oh, nice. Key change. I love this for an opening track. I think it's really good, especially for her, such an untraditional artist, an artist who deals in a lot of experimentation, because it feels like a winding path into the album. The winding melody feels like a winding path, so it makes it just perfect for a debut album for an artist like Kate Bush. I love how warm the bass is too.
With your beauty
I like those little la la las. Oh, this is so up my alley. I don't know why I waited so long to hear a Kate Bush album. That's an incredible opening track. I really like that a lot. I even have like goosebumps. The production is really great. I love where the vocals sit right on the piano. It feels perfectly mixed. I mean, the instrumentation is more on the traditional side, but you can already tell that Kate Bush would be someone who experiments just by the chord progression and just by like the background vocals. You know, the background vocals are really quirky and interesting. The chord progression in this song is so haunting and sophisticated. I love how in the verses we get to hear, even on the instrumental moments in between phrases, there's a unique chord progression different from the rest of the verse, which we so seldom hear in modern music. It's usually just enough chords to move the song along to the chorus. Lyrically, this seems like a song dedicated to the art of movement. I mean, movement is such a big part of Kate Bush's performance style. And all the different meanings of the word move are represented here. You can be moved emotionally or physically or just being in perpetual motion, which reminds me of water, which she talks about here too. Perpetual motion is a little like water, and water being the strongest element because of its fortitude and its flexibility, and especially its mystery. Great first track. Okay, so the next track on the album is a song called The Saxophone Song. Interesting title. Oh, this is like in from the last song, I guess. I guess this must merge. More whale sounds. Oh, they really fit well together, these two songs. They flow well together. Sounds like there's a wah guitar going on too. Possibly a steel guitar? On your saxophone. Dabba dabba doo. This is very 70s. Just the production and the arrangement. I'm thinking I could hear like kind of a wah guitar in the background, but it's possibly a steel guitar. It's kind of difficult to hear. It's very subtle. This is like really expertly mixed. I'm very surprised at how well this is mixed. Just from it being 70s, I don't know what I'm saying, because actually the 70s is one of my favorite times for production. A lot of 70s productions sound like they could still be fresh, they could still be made today. Like it can be a current album. Where something from the 80s, you definitely know that it was the 80s. And speaking of the 80s, was Kate Bush like the starter of that saxophone in the middle of a song, from that thing that was kind of a trope in the 80s? This was kind of like a precursor to that. Although this is a lot more creatively done. But you know, that's kind of usually how these things work when people copy things. It usually gets more and more cheesy as it goes along. The candle burning over your shoulder. Oh, I like that run. That vocal run. make the saxophone part of the story. Dabba dabba doo. Oh, I like these little things coming in on the left side. Oh, it's panning over here. There's kind of like glitchy keys. This is a great headphone song. This is a great headphone song, and I love the interplay between the kind of glitchy arpeggio synth going on, that interplayed with the saxophone, and you can see the intermingling and the kind of panning back and forth in my headphones. So this is a great headphone song. At first I wasn't sure if I liked the song as much as the first song. I think this is probably more of a grower. The first song was so immediate. But the more I listened to it, the more I liked it. Like I said, I love the fact that they use the saxophone as part of the story. In fact, I really want to see what these lyrics are saying because I wasn't sure what she was saying exactly. So let's look at the lyrics. It sounds like she's talking about some mysterious man here. I mean, a musician, obviously. It doesn't really seem like a love relationship. She obviously admires him, but it feels like she finds the atmosphere ridiculous. This lyric, the candle burning over your shoulder is throwing shadows from your saxophone, a surly lady in tremor, the stars that climb from her bowels. Those stars make towers on vowels. I didn't think I'd be talking about bowels in a Kate Bush song.
We're talking about stools. Good heavens.
But here we are. I mean, it'd be really funny if she were talking about a groupie here. Okay, so the next song we're going to be listening to is Strange Phenomena.
Soon it will be the phase of the moon when people
Phase of the Moon.
tune in. Every girl knows
Sounds very
about
mysterious.
country blues, but who's
Or a
the
glitchy synth.
power behind our moves? Dear coincidence with the radio and a word that won't go away. You know what we're all gonna say, dear right?
I like the interplay between the vocal and the bass.
Raise our hearts to the strange phenomena. Some moons and a feather float together. We raise our hearts to the hand of Modena Shuna.
So is there anything more sexy than Kate Bush's lower register? When she does that thing, she goes, hello to love. I can't do the way she does it, but she does that thing there where she goes to the lower register. What can I say? It's sexy. What can I say?
I lay on my knee, I lay on my knee, I lay low.
I like this Twilight Zone piano part. There's that sexy voice.
You know there's something wrong, but you don't wanna believe in a premonition. Raise our hearts to the strange phenomena. Some moons and a feather float together. We raise our hearts to the hand of Modena Shuna. Yes, the answer. Yes, the
And it ends with that Twilight Zone-esque piano arp. You know what I'm thinking? Because this song sounds a lot more in production-wise like the first song. I'm supposed to be guessing like which song was a demo, and I'm thinking that maybe the second song, the Saxophone Song, was a demo, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. We have a lot more to go, so maybe I'll change my mind about that, but we'll see. It seems like she's talking about intuition and coincidence here, or whether it's coincidence at all. And we have kind of like a chant here in the middle, which makes me think of how we flow as beings. And maybe it's not strange phenomena at all, and just the fact that we're connected as beings. So the next song on the album is Kite. Very different rhythmically. Diamond Mine? The background vocals are very fun here. I thought she was having fun vocally too. Oh, back to the hook. This is the most upbeat song that we've heard so far. It's very different rhythmically. It has a definite different rhythmic feel to it. And it's interesting how it goes from that kind of singular, slow Kate Bush kind of ambient part right after the chorus that goes back to the hook again. And that hook that sounds like a precursor to that kind of new wave ska thing that happened in the 80s. And I'm wondering if this was just kind of ahead of its time. I mean, I feel like this song could have been a single, particularly in the 80s, even though it has a very 70s warm production. Headphones are falling out. Good hook. Oh, that's the end. That could have gone on longer, in my opinion. I really like that song a lot. Was it a single? It also was very different production-wise, but I don't think this was the demo. I don't think, because this sounds like something that was probably written later, because I don't know, it sounded a little bit like more towards the 80s. So I'm thinking this was not the demo, even though production-wise it's very different than Moving or Strange Phenomena. So I'm still, my vote I think is probably Saxophone Song. We'll have to wait and see. I guess you're gonna let me know in the comments. I'm not gonna look it up. You guys let me know if I ended up being right. I know that the next song was a demo. That's one I already knew, The Man with the Child in His Eyes. That was indeed a demo. Someone's told me that in the comments. So I'm not a cheater. Don't call me a cheater. Okay, so it wasn't a diamond mine. No, diamonds were not on my brain.
Diamonds are a girl's best friend.
I'm not even a diamond lady.
Sure, Jan.
Seriously. Honestly, I don't have a good grasp on these lyrics, but I do really like how whimsical they are. Almost psychedelic, and I wonder if psychedelics were involved here. Let me know what you think. It certainly is visual. I mean, it looks like she is on a kite on the cover. By the way, is that a photo? I couldn't really tell. So yes, indeed, the next song is The Man with a Child in His Eyes. Not to be confused with the other Man with a Child in His Eyes, the pedophile national anthem. Sorry. So that's not funny. It's not funny. It's not funny. It's a little funny. I'm sorry, I got a dark sense of humor.
Good heavens.
And plus, anyways, I think you should laugh at the things that have affected you in your life. I think it's important. So there you go. Wisdom with Io. You're welcome. And I don't want to hear any comments in the comments, because we've already discussed it. Well, actually, you know what? Go ahead and say what you need to say. I don't want to stifle you. And I can take it. Anyway, let's listen to The Man with the Child in His Eyes.
He's here. He's
Oh, we got a video.
He's here. He's here. He's here. He's here. I hear him.
She's so pretty.
Before I go to sleep and focus on the day that's been. I realize he's there when I turn the light off and turn over. Nobody knows about my man.
Oh, yoga.
They think he's lost on some horizon. And suddenly I find myself listening to a man I've never known before, telling me about the sea, all his loves till eternity. Ooh, he's here again, the man with the child in his eyes. Ooh, he's here again, the man with the child in his eyes.
Love this flute.
He's very understanding, he's so aware of all my situations. When I stay up late, he's always waiting, but I feel him hesitate. Oh, I'm so worried about my love. They say no, no, it won't last forever. And here I am again, my girl.
I've got chills.
What on earth am I doing here?
Look, I got like
He
chills.
doesn't love me. I just took a trip on my love for him.
I took a trip on my love for him.
He's here again, the man with the child in his eyes. He's here again, the man with the child in his
Oh. Wow. Oh no, that was just so. Oh yes, that is so unbelievably beautiful. I wasn't expecting to be moved as much as I was over that song. That song really got to me. It was like I felt like it makes you feel like you're in this cloud, and the transitions are so airy and light and non-existent, really. It feels like you're moving within the cloud, and things just kind of flow together in a really beautiful way. And it just, I mean, I've heard this song before, but I haven't really listened to it very closely, and I maybe heard it not that many times. It feels like almost like a standard in a lot of ways. I feel like for an artist, this is like one of those songs maybe an artist writes once in a lifetime, really. You know, this is every bit as good as Wuthering Heights, I think, even. This really, really moved me. And in fact, I feel almost embarrassed now making that joke in the beginning. But, you know, whatever. Leave it to me to be inappropriate. Yeah, is there anyone more special and extraordinary, more so than Kate Bush? I don't think so. She's just unbelievably amazing. I can't even stress to you. I mean, that to me, that song just shows you that from the very beginning, this was a very notable, exciting, descended being, not just an artist, but just a descended being from another planet or from the heavens or whatever. We're so lucky to have Kate Bush. I am more excited than ever. Oh, look, we've got a friend with us. This is Tomby. I'm more excited than ever to be diving into Kate Bush's discography. This was an incredible, oh, there she goes. This was an incredible start to the album. I thought it was amazing. I liked every song so far. Hopefully it keeps up. I am going to be breaking this up into 2 parts. It won't be very long before you have to see the second part. I'm still going to film it today, but I didn't want the videos to be super long. And we're going to have a lot of new videos anyway. A lot more. Like I said, I'm aiming for 2 a week. We'll see if I can keep up with it. Oh, and speaking of new, this is another new one. Another new little guy. This is Oscar, my son. This little guy's very cute. He's a good boy. He's been sitting on my lap while I've been listening, except for he bites me sometimes. Are you biting me sometimes? So he'll be here every once in a while too. He keeps me up at night though. But I still love him. He's my emotional support pooch. Anyway, I am glad you dropped by to listen to the first half of this album with me. It was a lot of fun. If you like the video, like it if you can and subscribe, or else, you know, bad things could happen.
You cursed brat! I'm melting! Melting! I'm going!
See? She really should have subscribed. Just kidding. But yes, liking, subscribing, and sharing the video, it means a lot to the channel. And I'm trying to make this my full-time gig, as I've said in other videos. So if you can do that, it would be amazing. Anyway, I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day and that your life is a wonderful, beautiful musical. And I hope that I get to see you next time. Are we both going to disappear, little guy? Popcorn Philosopher over and out.